Welcome back to the Two-Man Advantage. Now, baseball talk. MLB trade deadline. Tigers need some bullpen help. Big time, and the Jays got jail sex last night, so they need a lot of help.
The Jays are just the Jays.
Jays are coming
just
back to
playing
reality.
Jays baseball.
Everyone knows the Jays are just.
I think I said in a rant maybe a month
Stupid
ago.
Tiger fans, you guys are
season.
spoiled, and whatever.
You know.
I hate you guys.
You know, if anything,
That's a real shame.
If
You're owned by Rogers. Buy a roster that works. You did buy a roster 2 years ago.
That didn't work.
It didn't work.
But if anything, the Jays will be looking to be serious players because they have to do something. They're only 4 games out, and so if they can land a big fish like a David Price or a Cliff Lee or
two
something
and a
like
half games out of the wild card, 4 games out of the division.
For
so it is
And there's
realistic.
two
They're
wild
still
cards,
very much involved.
and more than likely, the wild cards will come from the East and the West. No one's coming from the Central. You got to win the Central to make it, and you should probably just be considered a wild card if you win the Central. I know I'm bagging on my own team.
But also come a lot closer to 6.5 games.
That's true.
Okay, let's carry on with the Jays. I want to stay there because we got a lot of Tigers to talk, so let's get the Jays out of the way now.
Yeah, let's get them out of the way. No one cares.
What's the issue? Is it the injuries? Is it the pitching starting to show its flaws? Because I still think they're hitting fairly well.
It's not their offense. Their offense is always there. That's the one thing the Jays have all the time is a great offense. I mean, look at the sluggers they have. I know Encarnacion's out, but you got him. You got Francisco. You got Batista. I mean, Brett Laurie gets a base hit almost every game. They're a good offensive team.
They just don't have pitching.
They just don't have pitching. It's exactly it. They are like the Detroit Lions of the MLB. Like Kevin said about the Lions, it's not a matter of them scoring points. They're going to get runs, but how many runs are they going to allow in a game? And that probably all comes down to pitching.
But is it that, or did they just run into a buzzsaw that is the Boston Red Sox that are trending upwards now?
Yeah, the Tigers did that. Remember ALCS? We ran into the Red Sox.
That's right. No, we ran into David Ortiz.
What pisses me off?
So did they last night.
No, we did.
Oh, yeah, that part. What was the score last night?
14-1.
Oh, yeah, that's right. 14-1. Is this the turning point? Is this where you see the Jays start to take that nosedive?
Yeah.
Is this where you see the Jays lose the grip that they had, or and in that division at one point?
Mm-hmm.
It's really unfortunate that they lost. It's really unfortunate that you said the injuries. They lost their best hitter.
Mm-hmm.
The
Batista, they lost
2 days before
Encarnacion
the All-Star.
the All-Star game when he
Reyes
was trying to
has
beat
been
out
Yeah.
an infield single. Jeez. But they're an exciting team to watch. All the smack talk I say about them, I don't hate that team. It's more that I just hate my friends who are fans of them because they chirp the Tigers. But I don't know what's wrong, and I don't think they know what's wrong.
You know what? I will tell you what's wrong with them. I have the secret remedy is starting pitching for the Blue Jays. They have none.
Now that, Mark Burley is not 10-1 with a 2 ERA. Everybody thought that was going to last in the Jays fantasy land. Right. We all knew that it wasn't going to last. So listen, is he a good number 4, number 5, possibly number 3 in a Jays staff? Yes. Can he win you 15 games a year? Yes. Has he done it consistently? Yes. Is he going to be your power arm that you put out there in the playoffs to face Max Scherzer? No.
Because he's not known as a power arm pitcher, Nick. So
I agree. And he's never really been.
No.
But I mean,
he still throws perfect games, and he still was 10-1.
That was in 2005, was it not?
And he was in the Central, and I think it was against the Twins. But it's still he's a great pitcher, but you can't. He's not your ace. He's not Verlander from 2 years ago.
No,
hell, Verlander's not Verlander from 2 years ago.
Because
so
all your ace money went to R.A. Dickey.
Yeah,
which
gimmick.
You're praying that he would be the
30,
same R.A. Dickey
gimmick.
from the New York Mets.
How
but
bad does
not.
that stink? It reeks of bad moves.
It's just not dancing.
You know
His
what?
knuckler's just not dancing.
In that dome?
It's true. In a place like Toronto, in that Sky Dome or Rogers Center, it's very different, especially him coming over from the NL, which the Mets, and I think that
to the AL East.
Yeah, to the AL East, which is one of the toughest divisions in baseball.
The toughest division.
The AL West is pretty tough
right now.
well.
Yeah, well, they did have Houston.
Yeah,
Well, honestly, if you guys really,
I know.
let's give the NL some love here. The NL Central is a good division with St. Louis and Milwaukee and Pittsburgh, and that's a good division.
We'll
over
see
there
how
too.
long
just to
Milwaukee
give
has.
them some
I
love.
mean,
It's
hey,
not
the
just AL
last two
love
times the
fest here.
Tigers have gone to the World Series, they lost to guess what? An NL team, and they.
Oh, that's not what they play in the World Series?
Yeah. So I mean, there's no real smack talk about it, but
Transitioning to the Tigers,
Thank
Nathan
Okay.
got a save. He's got 20 now.
What
the hell
should
does
we
that
really
mean?
be this excited
No, we
when our
shouldn't.
closer gets a save?
No, we're
It
90
should be
games
a
in and he's
natural
horrible.
thing. I thought that they were going to blow it because they're only up by a run, and when Arizona came back and tied it at 3, I'm like, oh boy, here we go.
We're done. It's
Yep.
over.
But no,
Then Miggy gets thrown out a second.
Miggy gets on and
When he hits it 420 feet off the wall.
That's a deep center field.
So
You know what
it is a good sign.
That was in Arizona.
But I think the real pressure comes down to is the trade deadline and when they have to make a move. This move will either get them to the World Series or not. Plain and simple.
you need to sell the farm.
If
And
you
no,
have
watch yourself.
They owe
if you
the
have
damn
to sell the
fans.
farm, you do it. Dave Dombrowski, it's
time.
The whole Tiger world is in your hands. Do whatever you need
Vader
to do.
time.
Okay. Kevin, do they sell the farm? Do they add the pieces to make a run?
Oh, well, I think the most realistic option for them is Soria because Texas is out of it. So the Tigers are in a win-now mode. The window of opportunity to win is now. So you worry about the future later and do what you can to win now.
What are we waiting for? Though, why the Tigers have been in win now since 08, really, when they got Cabrera and Renteria and the rest of that big trade from Miami or Florida. But are we just in a race against time
Yes,
for
the
Mike
window,
Ilitch's
the win-
life?
No,
Is that what we're waiting
not
for?
even Michael
It's
Ilitch's
closing
life,
down.
boys. Just think of it this way: Martinez, Cabrera, Verlander, Scherzer. Is it? We going to go through the era? We going to look back at this in 3-4 years and go,
Best team to never win.
they never won a championship.
Yeah. Hey, that's
And
probably,
and the window is closing
They have-
quickly. And they have to do it within the next couple of years.
They've had their chances.
Does the fans deserve it?
yeah.
It's not only
They-
I was 9 months old the last time they
cares
won a
about
World
the-
Series.
It's not only that the fans deserve it, is that they deserve it, and also their owner deserves it because he's sunk in so much money into that team. His heart.
Well,
and
championships
soul.
aren't won undeserving. Championships are won
absolutely.
They've been
by
knocking on the door
You're
for
right.
many years now.
They've been
It's
knocking on the door,
performance.
but then again, you look at the Texas Rangers. We went back-to-back World Series.
and
Nothing.
In both those years, they were one strike away from winning the World
Exactly.
Series in both of them.
So
You think of it this way too: the Tigers have been to 3 straight American League Championship Series and have pretty much nothing to show for it.
I mean, they won a pennant, but that's
And they
not
got jail
what's
sex
important
and
anymore.
the World Series. So
it all comes down to having the right
They're 1-8.
pieces. It all comes down to having the right pieces perform at the right time.
okay, if they get Soria, Benoit, or one of each, do they make a run? Does this put this team over the hump?
Well, we were just talking. I'd much rather have Soria because I still don't trust Benoit. I know he's doing.
Oh God!
Eh,
Here we
Oh,
go.
okay.
All right.
Yeah.
No.
No.
I wanna-
All
I wanna
fine.
say that for-
You're entitled to your opinion.
I wanna say that for my
even though
rant.
it's wrong.
Okay.
You're entitled to your opinion, even though it's wrong. But
guy.
I was gonna say
It's not
like,
what I think, so it's wrong.
in my
Kyle,
opinion,
Kyle Simpkins
and
line right there.
In my opinion, if you're a Tiger fan and you're listening to this right now and you're humming in high because you're hearing all these reports of Papelbon, Chad Qualls,
Bastardo.
yes, Bastardo from
You allowed to
Philadelphia.
say that?
Yeah, Antonio Bastardo, and then you have Benoit and Soria. So if you're thinking, man,
All right, best available talent.
okay,
Sweet.
you don't
Anything's better than
if
Nathan.
you're
Does
Tiger,
this put them over the
if
top?
you're
Jared?
a Tiger fan, you do not want Papelbon because he's just like Joe Nathan.
I agree.
He's the exact same. He can't throw the heat anymore. He's more of a control, make you miss kind of
If
closer.
the Tigers have a bullpen, are they the favorites in the American League to win the World
if
Series?
they land Joaquin Benoit, they will be the favorites again in the American League.
Does that mean they
Kyle.
win it though?
Yes, I believe that they do win the American League.
They have,
if they have that solid.
I don't
bullpen.
ask the A's about that. I don't know if they would like that very much.
Well.
Kyle, what do you think? Quick.
No, I don't.
Regardless
see,
of-
I don't see Benoit coming in here and being our savior.
I
I
do.
really don't. And
I'm not saying he's a saver.
We'll cue this up in a couple months when he goes out and stinks it up in the playoffs.
I'm
and
not
you guys
saying
will
that
see
he's
I
a
was
saver
right.
though. But if you have a
It's-
7th inning guy and you can give the ball to Benoit to get you a key out, I would do it.
That's fair enough.
And it's also
That's fair
not just the bullpen. If they can get a left-handed bat in there and throw it in that lineup, that'd be good.
Well, if we could get unicorn blood and make everything magical and win a World Series, that'd be sweet too.
This is Deal and Dave we're talking about. He makes deals like they're going out of
The
style.
next commissioner
Kevin?
of the
That's
MLB.
right.
Does it put him over the top? And we'll wrap this up and move on to our rants.
No, I still don't think they're as good as Oakland because I think the Tigers are still fundamentally flawed. But it certainly would improve the bullpen statistic as they stand now, but I don't think it'll put them over the top.
Okay, stick with us. We're right back with our classic two-man advantage rants.